Dublin are pleased to welcome back Bernard Brogan following his injury problems. When the teams last met, he scored 110 and gave a stunning performance. Jason Whelan, who came on in Ballybuffet last week, gets his first Allianz League start here, playing just behind Paul Mannion, whose last-minute point earned Jim Gavin's team a draw. For Mayo's third league semi-final in the past 4 years, there's a start at left corner back for Chris Barrett. He came on late in Cork last week. Jason Doherty is fit to start this week at full forward with the Young Footballer of the Year, Cillian O'Connor on one side and Mickey Conroy, who's recovered from a dead leg, on the other. James Horan happy to have his team back in Croke Park once again, taking on the Dubs. Good experience for them. Paddy Andrews once again here now, ready to take on Chris Barrett. Andrews is having a great season. Onto the left and kicked just centimetres to the right of that post. So 3 wides now for Dublin. Conroy comes towards him, he bypasses him and gives it instead to Jason Doherty, running into a couple of Dublin challenges. Back it comes here towards Cathal Carolan, and Carolan kicks a beauty. Second point of the match. First was from a free by Cillian O'Connor. This one from play has come after 6 minutes. Mayo doing the scoring. Dublin have had their attacks, but haven't been able to successfully convert. It hasn't been a very bright start for the Dubs. Yet to score after 7 minutes. Colin Boyle picking out Cillian O'Connor. 1 point from a free already. Here's a chance. He carried it, and in the end Mickey Conroy has put this one wide, and that's a real waste. Just don't know why Cillian O'Connor didn't hit it over the bar. It was there for the taking. Up against Kevin Kane, he's got a slight height advantage. He's got a speed advantage as well. He's flying, he's buried it. First goal in the Allianz League for Paul Mannion. And it comes after 13 minutes. Well, he was allowed to get inside by Kevin Kane, who was powerless to stop him. Connolly stepping back out from the 13-metre line to make an angle and putting it beautifully over. It's up with Bernard Brogan, hasn't had a touch so far, that's the first. Into Paul Flynn, laying it off towards... Oh, Jason Whelan! He's delighted with that. Well, he might be. Bernard Brogan across here. The pass to Jason Whelan, and he fairly well belted it past David Clark. Ger Brennan slips it in as far as Darren Daly. Meant to be left corner back, forget about that. He's a scorer. It's his first point of the match, a second point in this year's Allianz League, and he's made it 2-2 to 3 points. Well, he must be very, very satisfied with the opening they have made here. Missed a couple of early chances, but they've settled to the task well. Oh, they're just winning everything from these kickouts. They need to vary it, I would think, Mayo. Instead, it's McCaffrey laying siege. Mannion again. Will he get a second? Well blocked by Clark. Reminiscent of what he did last year down at the other end when he blocked from Bernard Brogan. It was a really good goal attempt and a really fine piece of goalkeeping. David Clark was determined he was not going to be beaten for the third time inside the opening 20 minutes. Mayo now open it out towards Mickey Conroy. They need a score. Mickey Conroy watches this one drop in over the bar. Inside towards Mannion, who's tormenting that Mayo defence. Right now, Chris Barrett's gone across to him. Change of the marking arrangement, not surprised about that. Threaded thoughtfully in here towards Bernard Brogan, and Brogan turns around and shows lovely style. That's a polished finish by Bernard Brogan, down towards Mickey Conroy, and he does well, reached out for it ahead of Cooper. Back in towards Keegan. Mayo needs something here, but that was one occasion when Keegan simply couldn't get enough power behind the final shot. Easy for Dublin to get it back up again. Darren Daly. Here's Connolly. Going this way, then that, then back out to the left again, leaving Gibbons for dead. Striking it magnificently. One of the best points of the match so far, and 3 so far for Diarmuid Connolly. to Jason Gibbons, and back as far as Kevin McLaughlin. Diagonally across. Oh, it just got over the head of Kevin O'Brien. In as far as Cillian O'Connor. They could use a goal here, Mayo. In as far as Jason Doherty, surrounded by Dublin players. Back out again as far as Mickey Conroy. A point will have to do. There was just an opening there for a moment for Mayo, but Dublin did so well. Regrouped, got things together, and shut out and blocked out any goal threat. There's been one change, and that's Richie Feeney has come on in place of Jason Doherty. Cian O'Sullivan in as far as Philly McMahon. Hit it very long, collected by Paddy Andrews, trying to steal a march on Kevin Kane, and Kevin Kane blocks it down well. That was good. Back out it comes to Bernard Brogan, and Bernard Brogan knocks it over the bar. Well, now he's looking for a bit of urgency, a bit of spirit, and he's getting that, getting a reaction. Aidan O'Shea. Will this go over? It does, and it lifts the crowd. Back once again. Brennan motoring, driving it in here cleverly, and it was Darren Daly who was approaching. It's gone wide, punched into open space. Cillian O'Connor comes racing away for it. He was shouldered by Flynn. He withstood that, and now he sets off. He's got Donald Vaughan in front of him, and Donald Vaughan here, but Cluxton denied them, and now the backs can help it out. Diarmuid Connolly. In it goes here as far as Paddy Andrews, released here as far as Bernard Brogan with the left this time, and a wonderfully true kick. 4 points in this match by Bernard Brogan. Nicely down as far as Michael Conroy, and Mickey takes off once again past Johnny Cooper. Johnny Cooper then gets back. Conroy again from a very, very tricky angle. He's played corner, he's played full, he's been the scorer. This is on as far as Brian Cullen. It's swift, it's decisive, and it's finally Mannion. A wonderful return to go with the 6 points he scored last week in Ballybofey. Surely we are seeing the emergence of a new young star here. Here's Michael Dara McCauley. Lovely dart, lovely jink, great solo, promising, hand passed, stopped well. David Clark again foils Bernard Brogan. Well, David Clark made the save there from Bernard Brogan. He didn't play in goal, Clark, when they met in the league last. It was Kenneth O'Malley then, but he's back, and the captain does well. Mickey Conroy here. Held on to, then transferred as far as Cillian O'Connor. There's a Dublin player on the ground as that ball is kicked in, and it's put beautifully over. And the booing is by the Dublin fans who feel there should have been a free kick. But play continued as there's a Dublin player being attended to. And the referee now, Joe McQuillan. Oh, that was a fist which was straight to the face of Johnny Cooper as I saw it. And now the referee goes back and gives a yellow card to Cillian O'Connor. The point has already been scored, and if it were a tighter, closer match, I think there might be ructions about that. There's a point for the taking. They're going for a goal, however. McLaughlin down he goes. Back out once more. And eventually it was Cluxton who denies Cillian O'Connor. So a job well done so far for Jim Gavin. Looking to head for the final. Looking at Paddy Andrews, again the provider for Bernard Brogan. Back into Andrews. Stopped. Still won't go in for Andrews, and comes out towards Cafferty, but stolen by Paul Mannion. Hit back out here again. McMenamin puts the left boot to it and puts it wide. And Dublin have now made a big leap, and they're back in the Allianz League final for the first time since 2011. It finishes at Croke Park. Dublin 216, Mayo 16 points.
I suppose I'd say there was probably 12, 13 good goal chances, maybe 6 or 7 on each side. Dublin took 2 of theirs, and we tried our best to miss our one. So yeah, that was the difference in the end. But you know, Dublin were strong today. They had a full team out. They have a full team to pick from. They were running strong, as they have been all league. So they were deserved winners today.
To beat a quality side like Mayo, yeah, it was a good result in the end. You know, very competitive game, and both halves were hotly contested, but we probably did enough to come out on the far side of it.